Hello and welcome, I'm Stormo, and we're going to continue on with the Elder Scrolls Online, which I said we'd do, for a little while at least, and what we're looking for is this guy. So we need to talk to him,
We've
this
got plenty of
Rurik guy.
trouble of our own. Ah! Don't frighten an old man like that! Didn't think you were still breathing when they dragged you out of the drink, but here you are, plain as day. You owe a lot to the crew from Bleakrock. A shame they didn't find anyone willing to help. Someone named Rana needs aid on Bleakrock. She asked for volunteers, but we've our own problems in Davon's Watch. No one signed up. Her boss and Lisa is down by the docks if you want to ask about it. Or you can stay here. Either choice means danger.
Okay, so what that does is that it actually starts what was originally going to be the starting quest for Nords in Elder Scrolls Online. I'm just going to run down there by hand. When this game was originally developed, and I actually did get to play in the beta, what would happen after you finished the initial part of the introduction, the Cold Harbour section, you would end up on a small starting area that you could then play through. However, sometime between the beta and the launch of the game, they decided to make that an optional thing. So basically, you don't have to do what we're going to go and do. You can actually skip over this. I'm going to do it because it's actually pretty nifty, and it helps level us up a little bit too, which is really good. So we are going to do this. We talked to Liesl here.
Back on your feet already? You needn't offer me gold. I only did what anyone should. I helped someone in need. Unlike some people I could point at. We sure can. Even from near-drowned folks like you. I've been back to Bleakrock a couple of times since plucking you from the sea by the scruff of your neck. Things aren't getting better there. It's nothing. Most folks I pull from the sea are already dead. But you've got decent gear. I bet you've seen battle. I told my boss Rana about you on my last trip, and she wants to meet you. Pay me back by helping her. Come with me to Bleakrock.
Okay, so we're going to head off to Bleakrock Isle. As I said, this would have originally been the starting area that you would have gone to after coming out of Cold Harbour. They decided basically to make it optional. It helps though because it will get you a couple of levels that you can then sort of have a bit of an advantage when you start questing in the main part of Stonefalls. So that's what we're going to do, because this is actually pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty linear. There's 3 or 4 things we have to do here, just to pick stuff up. The main thing will be to just help out people around the island, and in doing so that sort of gathers everyone together for a sort of final quest, which will get explained to us as we go up here and talk in the house up here. The longhouse, I guess it is. Not sure if it's a longhouse or not, but yeah. So we'll just go here. I try not to skip dialogue while we're doing this. I've heard the quest dialogue a lot, but the game is fully voice acted, and I figure it would make perfect sense to play that out. So here we go.
I'm short on good help, and I could use someone capable. Someone like you. You've seen combat, and I need all the help I can get today. Villages are scattered across the island. We need to warn them. We sighted a ship offshore. I've sent my troops to investigate. If it's the vanguard of an invasion, well, we'll need to evacuate. You'll find the people of Bleakrock all across the island. Darj, the hunter, went to Skyshroud Barrow. Iman's out at Orky's Hollow with his sister Rolanda. Sane, my sergeant, is out at Hosen's Folly. It's an old dragon shrine. It's a relic of the Dragon Wars. Some of the villagers claim they saw undead out there. I sent Darj out to get proof. Locals claim it's haunted. They dare each other to spend a night inside. It's a silly custom, but a harmless one. It's an abandoned mine. A family came out from Stonefalls to work the place. Rumor has it, they're Daedra worshippers. Now some bandits are hunting through the place, and we need to know why. It's an old dragon shrine. Thank you, friend. After you find Darj, keep looking. The more people you can send back here, the better off we'll be.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to start with the Sky Shroud Barrow one, which is why I skipped back to that, because that's the only way you get the option. And the main reason for doing that is it will place that as our active quest marker, which we want. Now, I did activate a horse. No, I did not activate a horse in the previous video, so I'm just going to do that right now. So I'm going to bring up my collections tab, and yeah, I know all that. So yeah, you can see some of the stuff I've got access to here. I have a couple of costumes. I don't have any of these are unlocked. These are unlocked through quests and achievement in the game, so that's why they're sort of shadowed like that. And mounts, that's what we're after. So I will take the Imperial Horse. So we'll take that. You give the horse a name, which you'll probably notice that I've done there. So that's why it's not called Diamond. And we'll ride our horse. You might be wondering, horses are in fact account wide, so I could do this without a horse, and if I did that normally, I would have to save up, I think it's around 20,000 gold for a cheap horse, but because I have the Imperial Edition, I can get a horse for 1 gold, and because I have a horse already, I don't even have to pay for that on this character once I activate the horse. We're going to do this side quest first, with Hockney here.
Curse that Deathclaw. Ate my foot. I had to use my boot and some leather as a tourniquet. Damn it! I've been tracking the beast for weeks. I call him Deathclaw. I finally caught up to him, but well, it went badly. Now there's a plan. If you bag him, I'll toss you some coin for your trouble. As I made my escape, some stuff fell out of my pack. You should be able to follow what I dropped, like a trail back to his lair. Follow the trail I left when I made my escape. You'll know his lair by the bones, blood, and smell. Tempt him with some game, and I bet you'll get his attention. I've been hunting beasts in the wild of Skyrim all my life. Deathclaw ravaged a couple of herds near Kynesgrove. I took on a contract to end him. I always fulfill my contracts.
Okay, yeah, so this is a little bit of a side quest, so I'm just going to switch my quest token, my quest tracker out. Might also notice there that I hid the chat window, just because I don't want it filling up, and because the chat in this game can be not great. It's something that's, yeah, basically just, yeah. But yeah, so I've hidden the chat window just so I don't really have to put up with it. I just don't want it cluttering up the videos as we put it together, so... The good news is someone's been here and already cleared most of the stuff we actually have to fight here out. So all we have to do is put down our bait. And it looks like we're going to get a bit of help on this. So what you can actually do, you actually do have to lure him out. This actually spawns him. But as you can see here, we've got a fair bit of help here. There's quite a few people around today, so that's good. And we've picked up a level off that too, which is really cool. So I'll just loot all those. I don't really need to, but I will. Inventory is slot-based in this game. It's not weight-based, by the way. So basically you have a number of slots. Take that wolf out. Don't know why I did that. But yeah, so inventory is actually slot-based. Rather than weight-based like it was in most previous Elder Scrolls games. So basically we only have a limitation on how much we can carry, not how much weight we have to carry. So anyway, yeah, so that was made a lot easier by the fact we had a bunch of help there. That guy can kill you. My understanding is that that's often the first encounter.
I'm going to have to head back to town soon, my friend. Lost a lot of blood. How goes the hunt? A hunter with the heart of Iskramor. Here's the coin I promised. I'll sing your praises next time I see the inside of a mead hall. Don't worry about me. I know the way back to town. Wound or no wound.
Yeah, so that's apparently often the first time players encounter death when they're playing in this faction, so... while we're here though, we did level up then, so we'll apply our attribute points. I've actually got 2 attribute points. Oh no, I've only got 1. Okay, cool. So we're just going for pure magicka, the way we're building this, and I want my Destro staff, just to see if there's anything... yeah, we want Trifocus, so we'll put a point into that since we've now unlocked that. And we're getting close to being able to morph Destructive Touch, so I'm going to hold on to that ability for the moment, and we'll hold on to that. Just should see if I've got anything else that I can spend on. No, not really. So we'll hold on to all that, and we'll keep going up this way. So anyway, yeah, I could get my horse out, couldn't I? Got to get used to the fact that I actually have a horse on this island. So we'll go up here. Oh, that's the guy we need to talk to. So get off the horse. Don't have to dismount to talk to people generally, but I'm just doing it because
Can
it's
you
nice.
use that weapon, friend? I need your help. There's a necromancer here, but I can't find him. He must be in the catacombs beneath the shrine. That's the only place that makes sense. Something has to be done about these undead. The dead walk at Sky Shroud. There's an evil power radiating from within the shrine, but the door is locked. In the Skald's tales, every dragon shrine had a priest. If we could speak with Sky Shroud's priest, he could tell us how to get in. If Shore is willing, yes. I brought a bag of incense to burn as an offering. The bone men got me before I could try the ritual. You might have better luck. What do you say? I hope you have better luck at the shrine than I did. Watch yourself in there.
Okay, so I'm going to head up here and summon a dragon priest. Now, of course, if you've played Skyrim, you'll be fairly familiar with what this is. And I'll use a heavy attack here. Oh, get out of that. So one thing you do have in this game that I probably should mention is you actually have dodge rolls. Double tapping a direction, dodge rolls in that direction. And it is worth using most of the time because it helps get you out. You would have seen the area of effect indicator there with that spray of arrows attack he was going to use. It helps get you out of stuff like that. I'm just trying to remember. That's right, I go up here. So here we go. And that's a familiar. So that's cool. And we go across here. We've got to find a couple of places around here, one of which is over here. And I've just realised I didn't actually need to come up here. This is going to make things easier. So we have other players around us. That's just going to help get some of this stuff done nice and quickly. So I'm not going to... I'm supposed to do like a ritual here or something, but... looks like it's either been done for me or I don't have to keep doing it. So that's cool. Ah, there we go. Hang on. Yep. Yeah, okay. This is what I was meant to do, so... I have to light this brazier here. And we have to talk to him. Okay. Forgotten a step in this quest.
You dare summon me? Can you comprehend the power I once had? Why should I help you with anything? Yes, I can sense them. Some worm defiled this place. You are now my will incarnate, mortal. Enter the barrow and kill this worm. You need to ask? But once everyone knew the ritual. 3 rune stones unlock the door. They're placed in prominent positions around the shrine. Find them and put them on their pedestals around the door. Then you'll gain entrance. Now go.
Yeah, okay, so it's pretty standard sort of find things. That's what we were actually supposed to be doing up at that shrine before, but we kind of didn't, so... Oops. Obviously we just got a little bit hit there, so... Just take this guy out with some heavy damage. Easy. And he has gold too, which is always good. So what we need to do is go, I think it's over here. Yeah, over here. We'll take this down. If nothing else, this game is by far the best looking MMO I've ever played. It has pretty gorgeous lighting and all sorts of stuff. Oh, a chattering skull. Yeah. So trophies are a thing in this game. They don't actually do anything at the moment, but apparently they're going to be used at some later point. We'll just skip past that and we'll do this. Normally we'd have to kill a guy here, but he's been killed for us, so... Grab the Eagle Runestone and get back here. We'll head up. We've got to head across this side, over the other side, and then back to where we started this quest, where I thought we'd already done it, but we hadn't. So, take this guy out. He's down. One downside of this being an MMO is the enemy ragdolls don't really happen here, so everyone just has sort of baked death animations and stuff like that. You don't have that sort of crazy ragdolling effects like what you have in Skyrim. So, and this area actually is intended to be an island off the coast of Skyrim that you probably never saw in the original game. Just shoot this guy down, get out of his way. It's probably the biggest change actually from Skyrim to this game is the way magic works. I guess the easiest way to say it is it's much more MMO-like in this game than it is in Skyrim. You can't do stuff like the crazy combinations where you can have different elements on each hand, and the enchanting and all that kind of stuff is a lot more simplified. And I can sort of understand why they've had to do that, because it's difficult to make that kind of stuff work in an online environment and it still be balanced, especially given that this game does have a fairly strong focus on PvP combat as well, so and it would be really difficult to balance that out. I mean, there's still a lot of variety and a lot of different ways you can play each of the 4 classes and all that kind of stuff, but of the different sort of styles that you can play as in one of these games, the sort of magic sorcerer style is probably the most dramatically different. You can see that owl just arriving there to look at us. So stuff like that happens in this game. Okay, so now we just got to place the runestones and go into the actual sort of shrine area, which will be good fun. It's nice having that knockback on that fire attack there. We've got someone else shooting at it. We'll grab the Sky Shard while we're here. So Sky Shards are shattered all over the world. There's 2 or 3 on this island actually too, so have to remember that's the first one we've collected. There's 2 more. There's basically I think 1 for each of the quests we've got to do. So we've done that one. There's no specific sequence you have to do this in, just do them when they work. So go into the barrow and work our way through. Oh, we can talk to Heldren again.
I stand once more at the seat of my power. I am a spectre, a mere shade, forced to watch as a necromancer defiles my body. Kill him!
So you might remember Dragon Priest from the original, it looks like somebody's already killed it. From, I keep saying the original Skyrim. You might remember Dragon Priest from Skyrim, where they were a pretty major sort of enemy that you had to deal with. So what we're going to do here is this.
You have fulfilled your purpose. Well done, Worm.
Yeah, so you might remember them from Skyrim, where they were pretty annoying enemies to kill. You usually came across dragon shrines, where you'd have to learn the shouts and all that kind of stuff. So I'll just leave this up on screen for a sec and flip to the second page, which is just that. If I bring up text on the screen, feel free to pause to read it if I don't leave it up long enough for you to read. I'm not going to actively seek out books and stuff, but there's a thing in this game called skill books, which are certain kinds of books that will raise your magical ability, and when I come across them, I'm very likely just going to bring them up very, very quickly and not really read them at all.
The undead are gone. What did you do? The Covenant here? Troll's blood, I have to warn the village. I'll head back. See if... I wouldn't have thought those milk drinkers would leave their cozy taverns to come down here. I'll have to get this wound seen to then. I'm going to need my sword arm. If that necromancer was working for the Covenant, we're all in danger. I'll head back to the village to prepare our defenses. You'll need to search the island for villagers and send them back to Bleakrock village. Good luck!
Okay, so we leveled up again, which is good. So I'll just do that while we're here, before we head off into more danger. And I'm probably not going to get that. I'm just going to check my Destro stuff. Yeah, we can morph Destructive Touch now. So you have... Each skill has a morph once it gets to level 4. And basically this adds a different effect to it. So we can have a knockback and stun. If we're using flame, that's what we can have. Because these skills change based on the element of the stuff you're using, you can have different effects based on them. So the range... Oh, I didn't mean to select that. The range probably isn't as big a deal for us as getting the elemental effects. So that's what we're going to do there. We're going to morph that. The other thing I'm thinking too is I might take Dark Magic just so I can get the passives. Because these passives are actually pretty... or some of them are okay. I think that one's really strong. I'm not going to go Daedric summoning. But then again, we could also get these Storm Calling. Mage's Fury is really strong. It basically shoots lightning at your enemy and then blows them up after a certain point. But I think Dark Magic's going to be better for what we want to do. So I'm going to actually grab Crystal Shard. It's probably not a spell I'll use often, but by having it on the hotbar, it'll level up, and it will level up Dark Magic, which will allow us to get some of the Dark Magic passives that we want. So that's how we're going to spend that skill point. It's something I was thinking about doing, but I wasn't sure. The other thing that happens, and this happens a fair bit in this game, is that once you clear an area, the enemies in the area will generally stop being hostile to you. And that's actually something that's happened here. Now that we've cleared all the undead out, all these skeleton stuff that we had to fight through before aren't going to attack us anymore. And that's actually a fairly common thing in this game. When you clear out different zones and stuff, it doesn't always happen, but if you complete all the quests in an area, you do all the things in an area, you don't need to fight your way back out again because everything's become neutral to you, which is really good. So I'm just going to quickly check our... I'm just going to stop for a second and check our map to see where we need to go next. We've got a couple of different places we can go, is the thing. So let's zoom out. This is the island we're on, obviously. Yeah. So there's a couple of different places we can ride to here. You can see the quest marker over there showing us where to go. Quest marker with that little sort of archway there indicates that the quest's inside a building, or you have to go through some kind of door or transition point to get to the quest. Which we're not going to do yet. We can optionally finish the quest. You can see up there optional steps to evacuate early. We're not going to do that. We're going to get everyone first. There's no time limit to finishing all this. The final part of the quest comes into play only once you start that evacuation. So we don't need to start that yet. So, besides, it's worth more experience to do it this way. So, so I'm going to head out this way. I'll generally stick to roads and pathways as I'm riding around. Partly because it's safer, and partly because it often affords the best view of the scenery that this game has to offer. And as you can probably tell, this game has a lot of scenery. Okay, here we go. So, talk to her.
I can understand you. Oh my, I'm not a skeever. No. Follow me. I'll show you.
Okay. So, we found some kind of side quest. So we follow Muller here. And she leads us here.
The
Oh, hang on,
wand!
we have to talk to that.
It's all because of the wand! Pick it up! Oh, thank Kine! You have it! My friends and I were out hunting in the woods when a mad mage ran up and began throwing spells at us. I think he only nicked me. He dropped that wand in the snow as he left. I don't know how spells work. I tried picking up the wand, but it wouldn't let me. I think it does the spell, or undoes it. Look, my friends are Falther, Brend, and Runzenwild. They're skeevers now. Please find them and use the wand to fix them.
Okay, so basically across the island now there are a bunch of people we have to find who have been turned into skeevers. The good news for us is that they're generally in places where we need to go anyway. Which is really handy for what we want to do. So we're going to go out this way. They are a bit off the beaten path though usually, so we are going to have to go off-road a little bit, but our trusty steed will allow us to do that. You might have seen that guy there actually wearing the flaming horse. It looks not unlike the Dreadsteed from... yeah, there he is. Looks not unlike the Dreadsteed from World of Warcraft. That's something you can get as a bonus in this game. And that was a potency roll. Ah, yeah, I remember. This guy's going the same way as we are. Can't ride horses through water, unfortunately. That's not a thing you can do in this game. So... that's okay, because we're basically where we need to be, and we're going to do another quest around here as well. So, first things first, we need to find a particular skeever that's lying in this area. That's it there, so we'll use the wand.
My gratitude.
Okay, and he'll go away, and we'll come back over here and we'll do... there's a quest we can do here, so we'll do that. While we're here, so I'll shift the quest tracker off that. And there's a sky shard here too, so I'll pick that up. That'll get us a skill point actually too, so... okay, so that's the sky shard done. And now we just talk to Rolanda.
Come to prove your courage? So did my brother. Now he's gone. Ayman is inside this cave, somewhere. The Frozen Man does all sorts of things to people who enter his domain. I can't leave Ayman in there. Since father died and mother left, he's all I have. No one knows. He takes people who enter Orchi's Hollow. Now he's taken my brother. I should stop sharpening this blade. You must go inside. I just can't. We knew a man, old Rory. He went in. When the soldiers dragged him out, he was missing all his bones. I'll give you until my fire burns out. Then I'm coming in after you. He drinks too much, fights too much, and doesn't have the sense Kine gave a Horka. He's the best cook on the island, though. Since father died fighting the Akaviri, we've only had each other. About 10 years ago, there was a collapse somewhere inside. After that, people started disappearing. As long as I can remember, the cave's been forbidden. Captain Rana lectures us every time someone goes in to prove how brave they are.
Okay, so you might notice there she mentioned the Akaviri. So Akavir is the continent to the east of Tamriel, and before this game was set, about 30 years before this game was set, it had invaded Tamriel and ruled Tamriel for a fair while. But 30 years before this game was set, they basically overthrew the Akaviri potentate and took back the continent. And that's kind of where we are now. So I'm just gonna... Yep.
Is it someone you know? Guess who I am, and I might let him go.
Yeah, okay, so the Frozen Man's kind of creepy and weird. But we have to do this quest to get this guy out, so have to put up with the Frozen Man guy. Anyway, yeah, so the Akaviri...
Keep walking. There couldn't possibly be traps.
the Akaviri invaded Tamriel. They got overthrown, and this game is set roughly 30 years after that. I think I mentioned before in the first video that the setting for this game is about
You make a lovely squirrel. So inquisitive.
1,000 years before Skyrim. So it's actually set in the Second Age. So I'll have a look here.
How rude! Digging through my things. What manners?
Yeah, unfortunately, again, there's no subtitles for that, so I apologise for people who like to have subtitles. Unfortunately, there aren't any for that dialogue there, so I'll try not to talk over it when it happens. There's a bit that'll happen in
This
here.
is where I keep my friends. Go on, introduce yourself.
Yeah, so there's a bit that happens in here, but yeah.
Doesn't a raw way look splendid? Always so shiny.
Okay, I'll do this one.
This is Oriel. We're brothers. I'm better looking.
And we'll do this one.
Tarak of the Silver Claw. Always joking. He's much happier as a bow.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I won't spoil anything about this quest. Just to say that... I was just going to check that wardrobe. Just to say that, yeah, some things have clearly happened here. So, anyway, as I was saying about the Akaviri, so this game's set... Oh, there's a bear there. I have to kill the bear. And like we're supposed to do with bears, we kill it with fire. So, haven't picked up any interesting bits of armor yet, which has been annoying because I'd love to upgrade my armor. If I don't get new armor by the time we get back to... I'll just check. Yeah, I haven't picked up... Well, I've got that if I want it. But I don't want to wear heavy armor at the moment, so... And I don't need the stamina. Basically, that doesn't benefit me at all, except for giving me armor, which I don't really need because I'm not playing a class where taking direct damage is something I'm going to want to be doing. So... yeah, we don't talk to that guy yet. So we'll go over here.
Leave that be. That's private.
Yeah, okay, so this is the Frozen Man's journal. And I'll just leave this up on screen. Feel free to pause. I'll flick pages. Oh no, that's right, there's only one page. So feel free to pause if you want to read it all. I've already read it, so I don't need to. And we don't need to read it for anything other than reasons of the quest. I figured I'd try the dark magic spell, seeing it's on my hotbar. It's really only there for the purpose of building up the dark magic tree so that we can get the passives. Well, that particular passive anyway. It is possible to respec your skills and your...
Look up, greedy squirrel. See something shiny? Don't break your neck.
Yeah, so... We can respec if we decide to later on, so we'll go here. And we got a dented helm.
Astounding. You've accomplished the impossible. Leaping small rocks.
Kind of parodying the fact you have to do a bit of platforming there, I guess. So we head back this way and we talk to the Frozen Man, and then we get a pretty annoying fight, actually. So this will be good fun. Hopefully that's a dead bear. That's not a dead bear. Let's stay away from that bear.
What have you thought, clever squirrel? Do you have a guess? Digging away, puffy little cheeks. What have you found? A spy, am I? But why? Oh my, you're a smart one. Whatever will I do with you? That's no fun. Join me inside. We'll play a game of shells. Win, and you get Iron. Lose, and you'll be my newest squirrel.
And now we get to fight him, kind of.
Here I am, or am I here? Guess wrong, and you're mine, my dear.
Okay, so you basically have to determine which one of these is the Frozen Man. It's pretty obvious because it's the one with a different pose to the others, so it's generally not that hard to figure out. And we'll come around here and talk to him.
Don't talk to me. I'm a shrub. Your soul is missing. Want mine? It's black and gooey. No. We're having old friends for supper. Drink some roots. Stay with us. You'll be safe here. The stones! The shiny ones! They're pretty until you turn your back, and then... whoosh! Skulls implode. Bones shatter. This is my safest place. My friends are here. Don't take them. Want. Greedy squirrels. We wanted to leave here, but then... shiny stones. I ate them after. They were cold. They hurt my teeth. Oh, it gives me headaches, and it tastes like sawdust. Go on, you eat it. The shiny stones did that. The roots, the water, Oriole's 3 toes. I tried to save him, but his head wouldn't stop leaking. Now he's a milk jug. People don't die. They change shape, like Arroway. She's a candlestick. She's bright as the stars. And Tarak? He's never been happier. So? That's the first thing you've said that makes any sense. Fine. Take Iman. Just leave my friends alone. And don't blame me if the shiny stones get you.
So, I don't believe it actually matters what dialogue choices you take there. You end up having to go through a couple of dialogue choices before you get on to that particular one that lets you get Iman, who is here.
What happened? Did you see those Covenant soldiers? I saw a group of them exploring the cave. They laughed at me, hanging in the ice. Then, the Frozen Man got them. You don't have to tell me twice.
Okay, so...
Raleigh, you came to save me!
You're lucky I came at all.
Talk to Rolanda.
Where did you find him? Kind gift. We'll head back to the village right now. Rana's going to flay his full hide. I can't properly repay you, but please, take this. It was our mother's.
Okay.
We're going.
And that seems like a good place to leave this video for the moment. I don't have huge amounts of time today, so I'm going to have to cut it a little bit shorter than I normally would. Unfortunately. And yeah, so, as I said before, one thing we'll probably do... yeah, they're still having a conversation. One thing I'm probably going to do, if I don't get armor by the time I leave Bleakrock, we'll probably craft some. So we'll see how we go, but hopefully in the next video we can finish off Bleakrock. There's still a little ways to go here, but yeah, there's more quests and it's more interesting. So anyway, that's the first part of Bleakrock. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.